Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. Well, coming to the market yesterday, the markets actually opened gap up thanks to the positivity from China, but from there we could see the market on a continuous downtrend, and we could see the market actually closing at around 18,350. So, even though the market opened at 18,400, so the fall was not big, I would say. It was more like a consolidation. But then, something really interesting to note was yesterday, the market would have fallen if not for Reliance. So, if you see, whatever 24-point rise that was there, 26-point rise in Nifty, was, contributed, out of which almost 70 plus points is contributed just from Reliance. So if Reliance was not up, Reliance was really up yesterday. In fact, almost 4% yesterday up. So if Reliance was not there, if Reliance had not gone up 4%, then the Nifty would have closed much lower yesterday. So that was the situation, majorly because the activity came in from the IT sector. TCS, Infosys, most of the IT sector actually went down. In fact, the biggest contributor on the downside was TCS yesterday. Majorly because most of the brokerages have actually downgraded the IT stocks in India, majorly because of the fear of the markets or not. I mean, the results not coming up great in the upcoming results. So of course we have to wait till Wipro results are out tomorrow. By then probably we can get some guidance. So there are two results coming up in IT sector this week, which is Wipro tomorrow, and then we have HCL on the Friday. So these two results can kind of give a guidance on how IT results can be expected in India. Then of course the wait would be for all the big wigs like Infosys and TCS. So with all this, we would kind of see the markets kind of correcting or going up. In fact, the way the IT sector has fallen yesterday, it looks like they've corrected enough for all the bad news in the IT sector. So even if some bad news come, I'm not expecting big fall in the IT sector further from here. So that is something that can be expected there. Apart from that, if you look at Bank Nifty also kind of was kind of bearish yesterday and closed down by almost 69 points, which was kind of okay because Bank Nifty has also rallied up so much. After Indian markets closed, we could see the US markets actually bouncing up. So US markets, which closed negative on Friday, has actually bounced back yesterday, majorly because it's kind of was very close to oversold zone. But interestingly, even though US markets have gone up, the VIX also has gone up in the US. So which is not a great thing for a rise to sustain. So at this point of time, what could happen is, of course, the inflation data is coming. Though the expectation is that inflation would be much lower compared to last month, but still the data would make some importance. But what I am more interested in is the producer price index, which is coming on Thursday. Because if you remember last time, producer price index in the US has actually come lower. That's exactly why everybody is expecting a lower inflation data in the US this month. So producer price index, just for members who have not heard of our previous podcast, it is like the wholesale price index in India. So this is the inflation measured at the factory level. So any product which is being sent out of factory in wholesale level. So if the inflation there goes down, naturally at the source level, if the price has gone down, then naturally the retail level also it can go down. So that is the expectation. So the PPI data is coming on Thursday. So that would be in major focus for now. Apart from that, of course, the inflation data and all is already there. Again, not major results coming up today or thing tomorrow. So we'll be watching how the market moves. In fact, if you look at technically, the good support is at 19,300. If 19,300 is broken in the day, there are high chances the market can see more bearish moves. But if 19,300 is taken as a support, then we can kind of feel that the run up for Nifty is still not over and we might see some upper side. So these are things to be in focus on. If you look at the Asian markets this morning, as US markets have closed well in green, the Asian markets which are open are also trading in the green. So if you see, as I speak, Korea, Japan, all of them, Korea is up by almost 1%, Japan is up by almost 0.6%. So overall, things are looking good in the Asian market as now. Even the US futures are up. So though not a big margin, but they're also up. So indicating a kind of positive sentiment. But then one thing that we need to understand is Indian market have kind of decoupled from most of these global markets because it has been rising in spite of the global markets not doing great. So if you remember what we had spoken in some few days back, uh, the markets, Indian markets, as they've gone much higher compared to the global markets, when a fall comes, it can be bigger than the other markets. So nothing wrong in it because we've risen so much. Some big fall is okay, but doesn't mean that the positivity in the market is over. But it could be for a short term. However, we cannot predict the market like I always say. We can only anticipate. So I anticipate the market to kind of take support somewhere in this region. And like I told you, I'm kind of expecting the markets to kind of expire within 19200 to 19600 for this week. So that's the expectation that we have. Let's see how the market moves. Today being Fin Nifty expiry, there are high chances of volatility today. So 19300 can be closely watched on the downside for now. So these are things that could be looked at. Apart from that, Reliance, will the Reliance, positivity continue because Reliance has actually hit a 52-week high yesterday. Now, will that positivity continue because it's very close to its all-time high? Will that all-time high act as a resistance, or will there be a breakdown from here? Is a big question. If at all Reliance loses the positivity, there are high chances the market can go bearish. So that could be watched on the market side. Next thing is, of course, focus would be on the Fin Nifty stocks today because of Fin Nifty expiry. Banks have not done really great yesterday, so that could also be in focus for now. So these are a few things which can keep the market really volatile. And this week is would be more of data driven than what could be technically seen. So let us wait. Let us see how Wipro results come up tomorrow, and let us see how Fin Nifty expiry is going to hit the market sentiment for today. So that's it for now. If you have any questions related to investments, you can post it here, and I will answer it in the next podcast. So with that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before you leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. That's it for now. Goodbye.